Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on a Monday. Let's get going back on the grind. Let's, as my mom would say, it's Monday. Can start again. You know, I ate too much over the weekend. Gonna get started. Gonna be good starting today. So it is a Monday. You know, get back to the gym. Don't give up on the resolutions. And I came up with a new resolution because today is apparently Quitter's Day. Jordan, I don't know if you know that. Producer extraordinaire Jordan here for the 9-Minute Phill-Up. It is Quitter's Day. And so my resolution would be for next year to start your resolutions after Quitter's Day.
Oh.
Then you don't have to worry about hearing about Quitter's Day all the time. It's like, okay,
That's a good idea.
I'm going to do my thing, and I'm not going to be on Quitter's Day because I'm just not going to do it. Some other days going, some history on this January 13th, this Monday. 1930, Jordan, what comic strip made its first appearance?
No idea.
It has a mouse in the house. Mickey Mouse.
Oh. Got it.
Mortimer Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Of course, first film, Steamboat Willie, was Mickey Mouse. That was in 1930, first time that appeared. And in 1962, I have to give out a shout out to my mom and dad. Apparently, 1962, they Chubby Checker's song "The Twist" inspires the twist dance craze.
Oh,
and
the twist.
Mom and dad apparently won a twist contest. So, you know, cutting a rug. All right, Mom and Dad, way to go. Way to go. Send your medal in the mail. What? Doesn't make any sense. But that's a good song. The Twist. Chubby Checker. You know what else is good? Valley Converting. If you're looking to recycle and give your paper products a new life, just take them to the Gem City of Toronto, Ohio. Talk to Mike Biasi and the crew at Valley Converting. They'll take care of you, take care of your recycling projects as well.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
Recycle for your future.
thank you, Valley Converting, for all that you do for the 9-Minute Phill-Up. And we've got, we've got a comment. And here we go. Brian is up first. How about them Buckeyes? Ooh, I'll tell you what, Brian. I don't know, Jordan, what'd you think of the Buckeyes? You think they looked really good on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'll tell you what, the only thing was when Texas got it tight, I thought, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
But the Buckeyes came up with the goods. They had to come up with the win. They got the win. And Brian, congratulations to you and your Buckeyes as they move on to the national championship game. I was going to mention that Brian is this excited about the Buckeyes right now. Usually hits us with a good morning. Usually hits us with a hello. No. Right into it. Right into the Buckeyes. All right, here we go. Jack Sawyer could run for governor right now. Yes.
That was
The only problem is he could run, but if the election's not before next Monday's game and somehow the Buckeyes lose, that run might be short-lived. But I'll tell you what a play by him, and what a fortuitous bounce, as they like to say. I mean, he hits Ewers, his former roommate. Where was that? His roommate or his buddy? One or the other. They're good friends. Oh yeah, they're good friends. And because Ewers played at Ohio State, they were friends, and apparently they might have been even roommates. And he hit his buddy, and ball came out, and Sawyer scooped it up, and they were off and running down the sideline. And what a perfect bounce to him as well. I mean, it's bounced right up into his hands. It was perfect. So yeah, I don't disagree on that one, Brian, at all. Joe Boston Jr. checking in with OH. The response is IO. There you go. Buckeyes fans getting ready for the big game. So I was going to say, hey, plenty of football over the weekend. Started on Thursday with Notre Dame and who do they play? They played Penn State. And a close game came down to a last-second field goal, and Notre Dame gets a win. Notre Dame has beaten Indiana, Georgia, and Penn State to advance to the national championship game. Ohio State has taken out Tennessee, Oregon, and Texas to advance to the national championship game. which will be played next Monday, 7:30 on ESPN. Ohio State
And
installed.
if you want to go to the game,
we do.
if you want,
Yes,
you would be paying a wonderful lowest price of $1,667 per ticket.
that's not too bad. I don't, man. I won't be going to the game. I'll be watching on TV, but
if someone
and those will get higher as it gets closer.
Oh,
There's
it
no
already
doubt about it.
went up. I looked for Saturday, Saturday morning, and it was 1,029.
Do you have travel plans that you're not telling us about?
No, I'm not going. I will not be attending, but it's already gone up by $600.
Wow. It's going to keep going
And
up
it's gonna
higher
keep
and
going.
higher.
Yeah.
Brian checking in. They were roommates. Thank you very much, sir. They were roommates. So, all right. What do we think of this matchup? Ohio State installed as an 8-point favorite over Notre Dame. Anthony Knapp, the outstanding freshman left tackle for Notre Dame, will not play due to an ankle injury. So that's come out. And in Ohio State, Coach Day talked about self-inflicted wounds in his presser over the weekend, saying that they have to do better. They can't make those mistakes that they made against Texas if they want to win the ball game. One other note from college football, former Colorado head coach Bill McCartney dies at the age of 84. He led the Buffaloes to a national championship back in 1990. He has passed away at the age of 84. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think, Notre Dame, 8 points. If you're betting, Notre Dame seems to keep most of their games close. They haven't had a lot of games where if they've lost, they've been blown out. So and their defense is pretty good. But was that the Ohio State lull in their stretch? Because they absolutely throttled Tennessee, throttled Oregon, and then Texas came in, seemed like pretty good game plan, took away Ohio State's top receivers, but they were still able to move the ball and get done what they had to get done. So it'll be interesting to see how Notre Dame approaches it. Notre Dame likes to play man-to-man. They feel like they have the defensive backs to do that, but against those Ohio State receivers, it can make for a long night for Notre Dame. But if they can play man-to-man defense and be successful, that could be a long night for the Ohio State offense, because that allows Notre Dame to rush more people and get after the quarterback. So it's going to be an interesting game. It'll be dissected from here to there. And it's two of the blue bloods of college football, obviously, Ohio State and Notre Dame, two of the big name universities and colleges across the country. And it is next Monday at 7:30 on ESPN. And that is your college football look. And Brian, what's your final score, Brian, for Notre Dame and Ohio State? Now, Brian's checked back in. Wouldn't play man-to-man against Jeremiah Smith. No, I wouldn't think so, but I'm just saying Notre Dame likes to play man-to-man. Now maybe they go man-to-man against everybody else, and then they double up on Smith. But if he gets going, wow, he is very, very dangerous. Now, unfortunately, we need to lay to rest Jordan's football season. Came to a screeching halt over the weekend. She's rooting for Penn State, but credit to Jordan. She said she thought Notre Dame would win, but as a Penn State fan, she's a little sad about that. Then on Saturday, her main man, Chargers quarterback, Justin Herbert, he stunk it up a little bit.
He had a bad
game at the worst time.
Ugh.
So if that didn't get her upset enough, then the Steelers. She's from Latrobe, the home Steelers training camp. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Now you told me you were going to go to Columbus, enjoy the game Friday night, enjoy the Ohio State game with some of your friends you went to college to.
Yep.
But then on Saturday, you were going to drive all the way back to Latrobe.
Correct.
To watch the game with your dad.
Mm-hmm. And I did that.
Yeah. And so how'd that go for you?
It was rough.
It's always good. It's always a good time.
A one day,
with
one
Dad.
night trip. One day trip, 3 hours back.
And
Maybe
the
not
game didn't go real well.
Yeah, maybe not the best choice, but
Yeah, but I mean, if they won, you guys would have had a great time. I'm sure you guys had a great time sharing each other's company.
yeah, but it would have been better if they won. But
Yes,
I knew they weren't going to win.
So
anyways.
Jordan's football season is over. Unless you become an Ohio State fan on Friday.
Absolutely not.
All right, other National Football League games. So Houston advances with a win over the Chargers. Steelers fall the Ravens. How about the Ravens? 299 yards rushing. Derrick Henry, 186 yards rushing. Steelers defense not really interested in making any tackles on Derrick Henry. Queen, the linebacker that they picked up from Baltimore, literally, he's right next to him on the one to dive and make a play, do something.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Boston Jr.'s checking in. Steelers have a lot to fix. Amen, they do. Jordan, what's your number one thing that they need to fix?
Goodbye, Mike Tomlin.
Okay. So what's the second thing? Because that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it will either.
Quarterback? Secondary?
They needed to just try Justin Fields again.
You think?
I think he needed another chance.
Because he becomes a free agent this year.
4 in a row. You lost 4 in a row.
He did.
And I think he needed another chance.
Yeah. I thought he was going to play more Saturday night. They made a big deal about
Saturday night, of course, you're like, all your emotions are like elevated.
Mm-hmm.
I said clean house except Danny Smith.
There you go. Oh, Danny Smith, heck of a special teams coach.
Yeah.
Brian saying gets back on the Ohio State 28-10, 18-point win. So there you go. Confident. Why not? I mean, that game could be a blowout.
It could be.
Could be a blowout. One thing, though, is the recipe to keep from being blown out. If you can run the football, control the football, and that's what Notre Dame does. They don't go in. It's usually not 3 passes all incomplete and they're off the field, and then so it's going to be an interesting matchup. It's going to be an interesting matchup. All right, so Houston moves on. Baltimore moves on. Denver got off to a good start against Buffalo, and then Buffalo crushed them.
Yeah, barely a good start.
Josh Allen, 2 touchdown passes, 272 yards. Green Bay and Philly. Green Bay was terrible.
Yeah.
Philadelphia wins at 22-10. How about Washington?
Yeah, I fell asleep watching that game.
Wow. First win since 2006 in the postseason. Jaden Daniels, fine rookie quarterback, 24 of 35 for 268 yards.
What was
2
the
touchdowns.
final score?
23-20. A banked-in field goal at the end, literally from 37 yards. For Washington, banks it, the doink, and the angled-in kick wins it for Washington.
Wow.
First win since 2006. So congratulations to the Washington football team. I absolutely can't stand the nickname the Commanders. I grew up with a different Washington football team, but yeah. All right, so Saturday, here's the NFL playoffs. What's going to happen in this one? Joe Boston Jr., Brian, what do you have for me? Need some predictions. Here we go. Saturday afternoon, you have Kansas City taking on Houston. Kansas City at home. Kansas City 7.5-point favorite. 4:30 ESPN, ABC. Kansas City, Houston. Jordan?
Kansas City.
All right, Kansas City over Houston. Then how about this one on
what
Fox?
What about you?
Oh, Kansas City.
Yeah,
Kansas City. Then later at 8 o'clock at night on Fox 9, 8.5-point favorite, Detroit, Motor City Kitties. They're going to take on the Washington football team. And that's at 8 o'clock at night.
I'm going Detroit. Sorry, Bill.
I will not pick against my Washington football team. Actually, you never know. No, Detroit should win that game. If I'm being
if Detroit
realistic,
doesn't win, I will be shocked.
Detroit should win that game. They had a week off, and that place is going to be electric But Washington, you never know. All right, then Sunday, Philadelphia against the LA Rams or Minnesota Vikings. Joe Boston Jr. checking in. He wanted to know about the game tonight. We're going to hold off on that for a second. We're going to get back to that, Joe. Philadelphia against the Rams and Minnesota, 3 o'clock on NBC. 3 o'clock on NBC Sunday. Then the big game of the weekend, they put it in the magical primetime spot. Buffalo, Baltimore, 6:30 Sunday night on CBS. Bills, Ravens, Eagles, Rams, Minnesota. What do you think? Do you think the Eagles beat either the Rams or Minnesota?
I think the Eagles. I think the Vikings will win tonight, and the Eagles will beat. Well, I think the Vikings will win tonight, and I don't know.
Okay, Buffalo versus Baltimore. Buffalo's at home.
Yeah, I gotta pick Buffalo. I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah.
See, but
the big advantage Philadelphia has is playing Minnesota and LA because neither one of them play outdoors. So you get a really cold week next week. Maybe Philadelphia has an advantage. I think Philly wins at home. I think Buffalo wins at home. Okay, tonight's game. Joe, check it in. Vikings or Rams tonight. They're playing in.
I'm sorry, it's Vikings. Rams are just not good.
Yeah, and Minnesota's pretty solid. So, but I'm going to go Rams. Here's why. The better quarterback plays for Rams. Matthew Stafford, better quarterback. Sam Darnold has never played in the playoffs before. Big game last week against the Lions to win the division. Oof. Did not go well. So I'm going to go with the quarterback, and I could be wrong, and I probably will be wrong, but I'm going to go with the quarterback. I'm going to go with Matthew Stafford winning this one at quarterback. Somehow they find a way. Of course, that game won't be played in Los Angeles. It'll be played in Arizona. And tomorrow, my brother, finally got in touch with him. He lives out in the LA area, lives out in North Hollywood. Vikings are due. Absolutely. They've been due for an organizational lifetime. So I did talk to my brother, and he may, if he can't come on tomorrow morning, do a little guest analysis of the fires out in California. So we're gonna talk to him about that. National days, just to let you know what we have. National Korean American Day commemorates the arrival of the first Korean immigrants to the United States back in 1903. Sammy Lee, a couple of Korean individuals that had huge success in the United States as they immigrated with their families. Two-time Olympic gold medalists, 1948, 1952. Wendy Graham, U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission Chair. National Sticker Day. That's self-explanatory. Just stickers. National Stephen Foster from Lawrenceville, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Stephen Foster Memorial Day, composed hundreds of America's first popular songs. Died at 37.
Oof.
Had a drinking issue, but was very talented. How about this one? Have you ever had this? Has anyone ever had this? Joe, Brian, have you ever had Peach Melba?
What is that?
Peach Melba, National Peach Melba Day. It's peaches, vanilla ice cream, little raspberry sauce. Invented by a French chef at the Savoy Hotel in London.
What's his name?
I didn't write that down. I wrote down who it honored, though. He would name his desserts a lot of times after famous people. So he named it off. He honored an Australian soprano, Nellie Melba.
Ew, that does not look good.
Okay, all right. Why? What do you got against peaches and ice cream?
I don't think I like peaches.
I like peaches. Peaches are good, but
August. Oh, I don't know how to say that.
Well, okay, all right, yeah, all right. There you go. All right, the two biggest days of the day today: National Rubber Duck Day. 1973 Sesame Street calendar. Rubber Ducky's birthday is today, January 13th.
Wow.
Rubber Ducky Toy Hall of Fame member, inducted in 2013.
The Rubber Ducky was inducted in the Toy Hall of Fame in 2013.
Yeah, there's only 52 toys in the
Not
Hall of
earlier?
Fame at this point. It didn't start that long ago.
Oh.
Not sure exactly when, but there's not that many toys in there. But the Rubber Ducky is one. And National Clean Your Desk Off Day, second Monday of every January. Clean, organized desk. Vacuum up those dust bunny sanitizer
Okay, hold
keyboard.
on a second.
What?
Is it the Strong National Toy Hall of Fame?
Sure.
Well, it was established.
If you say so.
It was established in 1998. So when were rubber duckies made?
Oh, they go way back. Well, it gets voted on. People vote on it.
Okay, well, still, it's a rubber ducky. It's a classic.
I know it's classic. It's in the Hall of Fame. It just wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's kind of like players that should be in but don't go in right away type thing. But the rubber ducky and the clean desk day. So clean up those desks. I have a bunch of high school football rosters from the football
rubber
season.
duckies.
Okay.
First appeared in the late 1800s. But the iconic yellow rubber duck didn't emerge until the 1940s.
Oh.
I feel like it should have been in the Toy Hall of Fame before 2013.
So if it was 2012, you would have been cool with that?
No. It should have been in the Hall of Fame in 2000.
Give it 2 years waiting list. 2 years of waiting list. All right. Well, while we debate the pros and cons of the rubber ducky and its appearance in the Toy Hall of Fame in 2013, we're going to say so long for today. I want to thank everybody. Brian and Joe, thanks for checking in. Greatly appreciate it. I want to thank Valley Converting once again for all that they do. And congratulations to all the teams that won. And condolences to Jordan as her football season has come to a close. But you know what? Like everybody else, you get to watch all the games coming up this week. So
and I don't have to worry. Stress.
There's no stress. It's just watch the game, kick back, and relax. So hopefully you get to kick back and relax on this Monday. Have a great day, everybody. Remember the 2 rules. Have fun and always try your best. Have a great day, everybody.